Hello everyone and happy 2021. It's a new year and time for new beginnings and new targets and new goals, and just a time for feeling good and feeling positive about the year ahead. It's been a while since we've had this alone time, walk and talk. Just haven't really, with everything going on in the world and everything else, and just didn't really feel like getting in front of camera over the last couple of months. So, instead of forcing myself, I decided not to and held back doing any update videos. But if you follow me on Instagram, then obviously you have seen my updates over the last couple of months and sort of seen the struggles I've gone through, the progress I've made, and the realizations I've come to about certain things. As I said, it's a new year, time for new beginnings, and time to really sort of step it up a gear and really push through and see through 365 days of hard graft and hard work. From when I started this January on the 1st of June, I do feel I've come a very, very long way. I went from doing absolutely nothing, in terms of exercise, motivation, eating and everything like that. I went from a very bad period of my life to, wanting to turn things around and trying to make things better again. And, whilst over the last 6 months I have made progress and, have made massive steps forward in terms of, becoming healthier, getting a healthier mindset and positive attitude as well, I've still got a long way to go. And, I'm the first one to tell myself that, and it's still going to be a hard struggle, because I'm trying to undo 20 plus years of bad habits and the wrong way of doing things, and it's not going to happen overnight. And in recent weeks and stuff, it's finally clicked into place that it's not going to happen overnight, and I'm fully prepared for the journey ahead. So with the end of 2020, it was a time for reflection, looking back on what had been, and going into the new year, I wanted to start off on a positive and strong footing, but also an honest footing as well. Had to be honest with myself, and if I'm being brutally honest with myself, then I've got to say that I've been lying to myself over the last 6 months, and it's now time to face those hard truths. And you may ask, what do you mean by you've been lying to yourself? Well, although I have made massive steps into improving my health, improving nutrition and positive mindset and everything like that, I would say I've not done it wholeheartedly. I've gone 60%, I've not gone the full 100%. Yes, I improved my eating massively. I went from the first lockdown in March to June, from eating 4 or 5 takeaway foods like McDonald's and KFC and Chinese and kebabs 4 or 5 times a week, and I wouldn't say I was a binge eater. I wouldn't sit there and eat 24 packets of crisps a day and that kind of thing, but I wasn't eating properly and eating clean and looking after myself. So I did try to make massive improvements in that, try eating more nutritious food. I was calorie counting, being more conscious of what I was putting in my body, ditching foods that were high in calories. But I didn't do it the right way. Over the last 6 months, I've very much, although I've eaten a lot better and eating clean, I've very much had the attitude of, if it fits my calories, I'm going to eat it. So, I've still been eating the packets of crisps, having the chocolate bars, having the cakes and stuff, and maybe sacrificing, other better nutritious meals for that, because, I was very much, well, I've got 500 calories to eat, and, 2 chocolate bars is the 500 calories, so I'm going to do it. And whilst, I have seen improvements in terms of the way I feel and everything like that, and the weight loss, I wouldn't say I was downhearted, but I was a little bit disappointed in myself at the level of weight loss. Over the last couple of months, I'd gone back to not eating so clean, wasn't calorie counting, wasn't aware of maybe how much I was eating in a day, and as a result started putting weight back on. I come into 2021 at just under 151 kilos. It's around 23.7 stone. And, my aim by the end of this year is to be around the 20 stone mark, and it's, I think, about 130 kilos. So, I've got big goals to face and try to achieve. But, it's a difficult situation when you're trying to turn your life around and become, a better person in all aspects and all mentalities, especially with health and fitness. So, coming to that hard truth and realisation that whilst I did do well and I was making improvements, I maybe didn't do as well as I could have, and maybe wasn't doing it in the best way possible. So, going into this year, I definitely want to change that and up that, and really improve on that. And as of the 1st of January, I have been eating better and have been already back on the calorie counting and being more conscious of what I'm eating, not over binging. Although it is difficult with Christmas, there's lots of treats and goodies still about in the cupboards, and it's difficult to resist that temptation sometimes. But I've already seen a massive improvement over recent weeks, and we're only a couple of days into the year. So at the end of the day, it's the small steps that will contribute to the biggest improvements and biggest gains or losses, if you're thinking of it in terms of weight, over time. So I'm very hopeful for this coming year. I'm very grateful for what we have. I know everything going on with the pandemic is still not an ideal situation, especially in the UK. We're in tier 4 at the moment. Gyms are closed and things like that. I was really hoping come January to thrust myself back into the gym, really start doing some solid workouts and really trying to make that progress. But it is what it is. We just deal with the situations and the circumstances as they come. But I for one will be really pushing myself and hoping everyone else does as well. I am hoping to get back to doing the more regular updates and stuff. Even if not a lot of people watch them, I am still hopeful that it does give encouragement to some people out there, seeing what I'm going through, the journey I'm going on, and everything like that. So we can only do what we can only do our best, and what will be. But I will sign off by just saying a very happy and prosperous 2021, and look forward to seeing you on the other side. But that's it for now, guys, and thank you very much for watching. See ya.